far-reaching impact of EO leadership. For Sriram Bharatam, EO's Africa 750 chair, a member of the Global Growth Task Team, and your 2015 Global Citizen of the Year award winner, EO leadership helped him find his true purpose. Let's welcome Sri back to the stage as he shares his experience as a chapter launch champion, his vision for EO Africa, and the role EO Nation has played in his journey. Sri, please come back up.
Thanks, Caddy. Thanks to all the spouses who really give us this freedom and an opportunity to be here doing all the great stuff. Let's give a big hand to all the EO spouses. My EO journey started off in 2010 in East Africa. I had an opportunity for the first time to go to Africa with a delegation. While there, I visited several countries. I was in Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. I got fascinated by the telecom revolution and the mobile payment revolution that's happening in Kenya. So that got me intrigued, and I went back to Kenya with a promise to my wife and daughter that I'm going to be back in a week's time. And I went back only after 7 weeks. So in that 7 weeks, I tried many things, I failed many times, met many people, and above all, I immersed myself in the local culture. After all my adventure and discoveries, one thing was very evident for me. How do I establish trust in my intention? My intention to do good, think good, and feel good. I've been an EO member from 2003, from EO Hyderabad. My parent chapter I'm very proud of. I see a lot of EO Hyderabad members here. Guys, thank you for what you did for me. I've experienced so much value from EO, my chapter, my forum, my regional events, and so on and so forth. My experience of life in East Africa, however, made me realize that somewhere deep in my heart, I started feeling lonely. I started feeling lonely that I'm all alone in this big continent of Africa. I don't know anybody, I don't have any relations. But then I felt I have EO backing me. That's when I realized EO has been giving me the safety net. And I've taken it for granted, and that's when I started expressing my gratitude and reflecting on saying what EO has done to me. Then I paused for a minute and then said, what if other entrepreneurs in Kenya are feeling the same? What if they were also looking for an EO nation of their own? I went online, logged into EO network, and searched for other members in Kenya, East Africa. Surprisingly, there were none. This is not long ago, 2013, mid-2013. There was no EO engagement in EO community in East Africa, and I said to myself, I am going to change this. I decided to do what everyone here in this room has done. I decided to raise my hand and make a difference. I championed EO East Africa. That's the power of EO. You have a passion, EO gives you a purpose. Around this time, I started a technology innovation company, and I moved my family to Kenya. I started laying down the foundation or a framework for a new chapter. It occurred to me that in my business, I had been looking through the lens of EO core values in identifying my customers, partners, suppliers, and then I said, why not do the same in identifying EO prospects? In true EO form, I decided to boldly go and set a target of 16 members. I was told 16 is a magical number to start a new chapter. I remember what Vern Harnish said, 2004 EMP class, you have to put the right people in the right seats. I just applied the principle and began to lay the foundation for EO East Africa. We chalked out a roadmap for East African region. We came out with a unique thinking called hub and spoke strategy, where we created a leadership team at hub level and started, and this is all done on paper with some German precision, thanks to Nick, thanks to Akshay, and thanks to all the leadership team who actually gave this directional input. We focused on basically building the right processes, onboarding the right members for the right reasons, grooming member leaders from day one, and going beyond our chapter learning events to engage EO members at large. We participated in 2 Ignites, we participated in 3 GLCs, President Meet, EO Unlimited, RAE. I don't know, the engagement for the members was beyond local chapter events. Ultimately, we set a bigger canvas of having a regional chapter and spin-off city chapters within the region. Before long, we had become a chapter that reflected the diversity of Africa. We today have more than 13 nationalities represented in our chapter member base. We won the Randy Carroll Award last year, and we also earned the Rockstar status within the first year of the launch, in less than 10 months. We crossed the magical 50-member mark in about 20 months. And most importantly, just last month, we launched the first city chapter, EO Dar es Salaam. Thanks Gilberto, for coming in and making this happen. Can I request all the East Africa leadership team to just get up wherever you are? And can we all give them a big... So looking back, reflecting on what we really learned from this. What's the real secret to this success? One, we just followed the rule book. We just followed all the basic principles and all the learnings that we got in GLC. So guys, make the best use of your learnings here. Number 2, tap into the wisdom of those around you. There's so much collective wisdom in this room and across EO. Tap into that. Work closely with EO staff and your peer leaders. These guys are awesome. They're always supporting you, providing you all the right resources. And most importantly, ask the right questions. Create local solutions to solve problems. I remember we were struggling to get payments done and so on and so forth, but I think we are entrepreneurs, we make our solutions, but let's solve problems. Most importantly, create a leadership funnel. That really helped us to step up to where we are today. Personally, this experience has taught me that in EO, you got to carry your own bags and carry your own experience. You got to get outside of your comfort zone. Whenever possible, engage the instant intimacy of EO, and always immerse yourselves in the EO nation. You'll be amazed at what awaits you when you really boldly go and do stuff. This journey helped me discover my purpose in life. Thanks, Hunter, for the brief that you've given. I believe we are all uniquely gifted. I believe the purpose of life is to discover your gift. I believe the work of life is to develop that gift. And I believe the meaning of life is to gift it away. As member leaders, you have a chance to use your gifts to strengthen your EO and your presence in the world. I can speak from experience that this journey has been truly rewarding for me. I want to thank EO for giving me this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to make a mark. Every day I wake up with a clear vision to drive EO and entrepreneurial growth in Africa. As the Africa 750 chair, I am confident that Africa is going to be an independent region by 2018. We are going to be 750 by 2018. We are 300 today, and we are going to be 750 by 2018. Like EO Nation, it's a very interesting infographic. I first saw this at, I think Economist or McKinsey did this. To just put things in context, Africa is a very small continent. Yeah, really. You can fit USA, by the way. You can put China, Mexico, India, Japan, Eastern Europe, and parts of Europe. That's it. All right? And what are we talking about? We just have 300 members today. Isn't it a shame? This is the opportunity we have. More than 70% of EO population today can be fit into this continent. Let's all take an oath that each of you, in your own respective ways, take a pledge today that the basic thing that you can do is take your family to Africa on a vacation. Do your forum retreats. Do your chapter retreats. We are going to start doing regional events. Next year we're going to host a regional event across Africa, and we want each of you to come into Africa, understand more about what Africa is doing, and let me assure you, you are going to be in safe hands of EO Network. Thank you so much.
Please welcome back to the stage our fearless